Mom's voice cracked through the phone that morning, raw, trembling, urgent. "Your grandpa's badly hurt. We need money for treatment. Please, honey, please, just help." I was in Hong Kong, halfway through a merger that had taken 6 months to line up. My pulse didn't skip. My mind did. "How bad?" I asked. "Critical," she sobbed. "They won't operate without the deposit. Please, give me the code." 5 million sat in that safe. Old money, earned from patience and ruthlessness. I gave her the code without hesitation. Then I canceled my meetings and booked the next flight home. 16 hours later, I walked through my parents' front door, suitcase in hand, chest tight. Grandpa was on the porch, alive, healthy, humming Sinatra while watering the garden. That was the moment I knew. The panic drained from me, slow and cold. I didn't ask where the money went. I didn't shout or accuse. I just smiled, hugged him, and told Mom I was glad he was okay. Inside, the silence burned. Mom wasn't always like this. When Dad died, she hardened. She blamed poverty for his sickness, blamed money for his absence. I made a promise then to never let her beg again. I built my empire from spreadsheets and sleepless nights. And when I finally made it, I thought giving her comfort would heal us both. It didn't. It fed something else. The calls became more frequent. Emergencies, unexpected bills, investment opportunities. Each one wrapped in tears, guilt, and that motherly tremor that always used to break me. But this time, I saw through it. I saw how her eyes darted when I asked about Grandpa's injury, how her hands trembled not with grief, but calculation. I recognized that look. I'd seen it across boardroom tables, right before a deal went bad. The next morning, I checked the security logs from my home office. The safe had been opened at 3:12 a.m., 1 hour after our call. Someone transferred the funds through a shell company I didn't recognize. Clean move, smart, not hers. I dug deeper. It led to an offshore account, registered under the name of her new friend, Harold. The same Harold she'd insisted was just helping her with the garden. 62 years old, a failed contractor, and apparently the architect of my mother's sudden sophistication. That's when the anger came, not loud, but surgical. They didn't steal from me, they tested me. I didn't confront them, not yet. I smiled through dinner, poured wine, listened to their little stories about the new house project. I even offered to help, because I knew how to make thieves hang themselves with rope they think they own. The next week, I sent Mom a message. "I'm transferring another $2 million for Grandpa's recovery, same code." The bait sank. I changed nothing in the safe, except one thing, the account number. It didn't lead to my money this time. It led to a controlled escrow account under federal monitoring, set up to flag any unreported high-value transfers. And I waited. At 2:47 a.m., the alert came through. Same fingerprints, same IP, same Harold. They tried to move the fake funds again, right into the same offshore shell. By dawn, their accounts were frozen. Harold's company was flagged for tax fraud, asset laundering, and wire theft. Every dollar they thought they owned was now evidence. I didn't call the police. I didn't need to. The system I built did it for me. 2 days later, Mom showed up at my apartment. Her mascara was uneven, her voice smaller than I'd ever heard it. "They froze everything," she whispered. "Harold's gone. They're asking questions I don't understand. Please, I didn't know." I poured her tea, sat across from her, calm. "You didn't know," I repeated. "That's interesting, because you were the one who called." Her lip trembled. "You tricked me." I smiled, slow and steady. "No, Mom, you taught me." She looked at me then, not as her son, but as something else, something colder. "You'll be okay," I told her, rising. "You still have the house, and I already covered Grandpa's medical insurance, just in case he ever actually gets hurt." I walked her to the door. She didn't speak. Didn't cry, just left, like a ghost realizing the world had moved on without her. Later that night, I opened the safe again. The real one. The one behind the false panel. $5 million, untouched. Because the code I gave her, the one she used, wasn't to that safe. It opened the decoy, the one filled with bait accounts and traceable assets I used to test my business partners. I couldn't stop laughing. Not out of joy, but at the poetry of it. She'd used the same tricks I built to protect myself against me. And in doing so, she'd walked right into the web. People think revenge feels like fire. It doesn't. It's quiet, clean, precise. It's a stillness you earn when justice stops needing an audience. When I think of her now, I don't feel hate, just clarity. Love built the trap. Betrayal sprung it.